All the rules, right, it's not made by FIFA, it's made by this organization called IFAB, IFAB.
IFAB? Oh my, so unfortunate.
The new NDP song, Sports in Singapore, and whether you even care about it. This is your daily catch-up. Boom. So earlier in the month, the National Day Parade Committee released the NDP song for this year. It's called The Road Ahead. Have you guys heard it yet?
Yes. I like it. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not bad.
I've seen an article on it about the animations, but I haven't watched the video actually.
Well, I guess we'll just watch
Y'all
it
really
now.
never watched it?
I haven't seen. I really haven't seen.
I sent to you all the link. Right?
He
In the
texted us in the
work
chat group and said, actually, wow, not bad, very good.
Who's the singer?
It was four of them, four different singers.
Don't know them.
Didn't
Not
recognize
famous
any of them.
Maybe famous lah, we don't know.
But Singaporean lah.
Singapore.
Has to be lah.
So confirm not famous lah.
Oh, yeah. So JJ not famous lah.
Is the video worth watching or like?
It's not bad, yeah. The
The
animation.
video also must watch. Okay.
I love it.
The animation.
Ah.
Isn't this very Walk Salaryman style animations?
But it changes style as you go.
Like how else you gonna shoot a video about the country when you cannot film people, you know? Oh yeah, this guy famous lah.
Cesari, is it?
Yeah, Cesari.
Hey, it's Cesari.
Like
You recognize him from the back, from his hoodie. Wow.
Who is she ah?
She looks familiar. She looks like a YouTuber, huh?
She looks
the
like the
S-Gag girl,
influencer they created.
Oh really?
It's not.
Oh, the digital one, right?
Oh, I love his voice. I love the CMIO thing. They must CMIO everything. Oh, long time since I've seen that.
The sunset.
No, the
the bus
concession.
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause he don't take bus.
It doesn't look like that anymore, right?
So thoughts?
I think it's a nice song.
Good
like, when
I
you
think
listen
good
to,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like it has different vibes from like last time when it's like this is home, that kind, like people sing along vibes.
Yeah.
Because
But it's a nice song,
an
but it's a
anthem.
nice song.
Yeah.
Why do you all think it is that people just don't like National Day songs anymore? Do you all remember this time when in school where they would introduce a song to you while you're sitting in a school hall?
And then you have to learn the dance along with it.
What dance?
I don't have dance lah.
You dance?
But we excited one day, right? We were like, oh my god, what's this year's song? We know it's gonna be a banger, we're gonna sing it. Then first day we were like, tak kenal it for a while. Then like, you know, the whole month of August we'll sing it every morning, right? Well, then by the second time you fucking grooves, like, oh my god. You go through that whole phase, okay lah, I like.
No, but I think so. Like my favorite songs are like Home and We Will Get There, right? And at that point of time, it sounded like a relevant pop song, but it also was a ballad, so it's easy to sing along to. Whereas now, right, they're trying to make it a bit more pop-ish, then it's a bit hard to sing along to. And then it's neither here nor there also, because it's trying to be like relevant and cool.
I feel like it's because like we don't really have that like we belong here and then we are like Singaporeans, that kind of vibe. Like everything feels somewhat manufactured even when it comes to like
Yeah.
But isn't that the identity then?
patriotism or racism.
No, but I agree with what you're saying, because like it feels like, if you think of America, right, and then when people put American flags on their homes, right, it's like they own self put one. But then when it's National Day, right, it's like,
Fine. You don't gonna find.
or like it feels like government put one, all the Singapore flags, or like tell people, okay, now you can put, then all the Singapore flags look the same. It's not like you sew yourself kind, you know,
Very
as opposed
forced
to like Western.
very forced. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we are like how 50 plus years old only. Like, how much culture can you expect, right? We kind of like reject the whole Malaysian culture, right? Because we're trying to
Which is?
distinguish.
What's Malaysia's culture?
I don't know, sir. but like having been overseas, like you go to, like for example, when I was in New York, right? You just walk down a street, right? And every street has a story, and something happened there. This very famous singer used to live here. There was an art thing here. That, like all the streets got story, one.
Yeah.
Singapore just doesn't have that, you know.
I agree with what you're saying.
Hey, you don't know only.
No, but like some parts do feel manufactured. So like in Australia, for example, right, there are streets where graffiti artists just claimed it to be theirs and then they just took it. Whereas in Singapore, it's like, oh, specific area allocated for graffiti artists to come here. Okay, come, everybody, let's paint a mural. Then like,
Pragmatism wins ah.
No, but how do you identify as Singaporean? Kiasu ah. You know what I mean? Phua Chu Kang.
Like I think the pragmatism is it lah. Like the culture doesn't need to be in the form of an artwork. It doesn't need to be a drawing or food.
But is pragmatism something that you are proud of? You know what I mean?
Very. I think what Singapore has, right, is that we have a sustained period of good times. The trajectory has always been upwards.
Right.
I think the romance of the country only comes in the developing stage. So that was very strong when we were back then, you know? Like, right now we can't write a song about we will get there.
Because we are there.
But really make it already, you look at global index, we are as good as many things can be already. We are past that whole, we will get there, we are all in this together team. Then you get to the decay of like a Fortune 500 company. Like the MNC, you know what I mean?
I feel like when there is a big event that is Singapore related, when it comes to sports, for example, right? I feel like there's not enough like camaraderie to like come. So I'll give you a bit of context. I'm Malaysian, I'm a Singapore PR, I moved here when I was like very, very young, right? And any small little event, so like Malaysia versus Singapore in Suzuki Cup, no Singaporean watches the Suzuki Cup. But in Malaysia, right, everyone just gather, no matter what race you are, we'll go to the nearest like teh tarik shop, right? And there will be a projector on screen, they'll be specially set up, right? And everyone just comes and just watch together, celebrate together. I don't know you, you don't know me. We all hug, cry together, we win. Lose also, we angry together, and then we all go home. But I don't feel that here. Like if...
Do you support Singapore as an underdog? Because we rarely win.
As Malaysian, if Singapore versus somewhere else, okay,
No,
maybe
like
lah.
Singapore versus one part of Malaysia that you probably like less.
No lah.
Singapore still ranked below the entirety of Malaysia lah.
Yeah, but me personally, I would support Singapore versus...
No lah, too late. Yeah, he's trying to...
No, but at least I've been to... At least I've been to the Jalan Besar Stadium to watch Singapore play football.
Yeah,
Wow, I've
once
never.
or twice.
What you really trying to say is either answer so you kena.
So Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier fought yesterday, and the fight was cut short because McGregor broke his ankle.
Explain to me, please.
John,
No one even... He was being attacked, so he was just taking a few steps back. Oh, I'm making sound damn bad.
And then he fall down.
I'm a fan, let's just put it out there first, okay? I'm a fan. But he was just moving a step back and then his ankle just like that. And he continued fighting.
Huh? Wait, why the referee didn't stop this?
No, he dropped to the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, then they just started grappling.
Yeah.
It looked like he fell lah, which is normal lah, because like the other guy was advancing.
Right,
So
yeah.
sometimes when you reach corner, then you will drop because you want to start grappling instead of pressed against the fence, right?
But he was already shelling up, so then they stopped it, right?
Then they grappled for a long time, and then he tried to mid-fight, right? Mid-fight, try and fix his leg together. Oh, after. Sorry, I thought...
he only watched the highlights.
No, I watched the whole fight. Because the full match was 6 minutes only.
So apparently the bone or whatever was already like kind of broken.
Destable already.
Like there was an incident that happened before that. So then when he moved, lost his like footing or whatever, it just made it like...
Wow, but damn disgusting. I hate it.
I
The
cannot.
shape of it was off.
Yeah.
Or like those shin breaking one, you know, you watch MMA, then the shin break.
Anderson Silva, wow, he
Wait, why do people like to watch this kind of stuff? So violent.
No, it just happens, then you just gotta rewatch it.
I watch WWE, like it's the stage version.
I had many years with my father on him believing that WWE is real. To the point I cannot bring it up. I just had to slowly let him learn for himself and grow up to be the man that I hope he can be.
Hey, I was like that too, yeah, but I was 7 lah.
No, but he gets upset at me and I'm the child. Like it started with like DDT. I think DDT was the first one. I look at him, I say, "Pain me." And he's just bang, he DDT me on the bed. Then pain obviously because you are 100 kilo and I'm 40. Right?
He DDT you. The thing that got me was the people's elbow. It takes damn long to do, and then just one elbow, and then like, wow,
Yeah. The knuckle shuckle one, the John Cena one. Dude, you run around whole f***ing thing, take out this, throw, then just punch the phone. You prime, you watch WWE your whole life, then you think you are a fight sport enthusiast. That's what I thought growing up, you know?
Same.
Like I'm a fight sport enthusiast. Then you watch MMA, right? Then when UFC first started, then they really fight Then you're like, oh, f***ing boring, they just hiding. Why do they look so tired after 3 minutes? Have you seen Undertaker and the block? Undertaker like 50 years old already, he's taking 5 hours,
No, the worst thing now is that I think Kane, some Stone Cold hosts a podcast now where he talks to wrestlers about the
Kane became a mayor though.
He did become a mayor in America.
But the whole story was that his whole face got destroyed because he fought with Undertaker, right?
They were brothers. That's why he hates fire.
The brothers.
Like he's scared of fire. Sometimes like another wrestler will bring out fire and then he like scared kind.
But then he does the boom.
because I don't really like wrestling, right? Because I think it's damn stupid.
How dare you?
Sorry. No, but I like the SmackDown 2, the game. Yeah, PlayStation. Wow, that one damn good.
Yeah.
Do you do this thing where y'all just play the opening entrance music and then you and your friends walk into the room?
No, sorry.
There's only you.
Neither do you. Neither do you.
And then there was the card game.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Did you ever play?
I've seen it lah, but it felt stupid.
The card game was damn popular in secondary school, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Then like people will put the card in like the sleeve, then they bring to school their own like
Got hollow
special
card also.
deck. Then you have to be the wrestler or something. Eh?
Like there will be stats and then you versus the other wrestler.
Yeah.
Speaking of cards, right? I used to have a giant collection of Pokemon cards that I would bring to school and sell, right? And then after that, when we move house, we throw the whole thing away.
Yo.
And now, right? Pokemon cards are
It's damn valuable now. Actually, a lot of cards, sporting cards, WWE cards actually also.
Got
but
value one, ah.
Yeah, but Pokemon cards are crazy now.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I throw away, like maybe there's
Couple
some
of cards, Charizards and
legendary.
shit,
This reminds me that when I was 6, right, I brought my Pokemon cards to my neighbor's house because they were having a mini tournament, right? And some motherfucker stole my Gyarados and pretended like he didn't. So like he said, "Hey, can I check out your cards? Maybe you can trade." Then he checked. Yeah. I took my card. Gyarados was my best card, right?
Yeah.
Cannot find it. I said, "Hey, why do you steal?" He said he didn't, right? Only like 12 years later, my neighbor told me, "Yeah, he stole your Gyarados."
You know, the best thing is that if you told your mom about it, right, your mom wouldn't know how much the Gyarados meant to you. And your mom would be like, "Never mind, just buy another one." You're like, you can't buy a fucking Gyarados, bro. You know how many booster packs in to get a 4 Gyarados?
When he talked about Pokemon, he turned into a kid. Then when he talked about wrestling, he turned into a kid. Very entertaining to watch from this side.
In the past, it was a lot more realistic.
720p,
No.
yeah.
In the past, the wrestlers really took more blows.
Yeah, like mankind and all.
But
this
now it's like
crazy, yeah.
they just don't perspire.
No, but you know what's also horrible? They have this one very horrible camera guy. You can Google it, everyone knows him. So basically, whenever
Nobody
they're gonna
knows
hit,
him,
right, they will cut to him to show the punch miss. Like usually they cut away so that you can fake it, but they will cut to him. Then he always has the worst angles. It's this one camera guy. If you search it up, you'll find him. I don't know his name.
What astounds me the most about this sport is that pro wrestling and wrestling is different.
Yeah.
Wrestling is real. Pro wrestling is fake. What is pro?
The biggest thing for me was that I think the first Olympics I ever remember watching on TV, right? There was an event wrestling at like 1 hour's time. I was like, okay,
So boring to watch, right? So boring.
what the fuck? They just in a ring and then they just hugging each other.
Yeah.
I was like, huh?
What then? There was an ankle lock.
Ankle
Wow,
lock.
ankle lock hurts Ankle lock hurts. I tried a friend, hurts.
No, the worst thing I tried was a Swanton bomb, right? And then my friend just stick out his leg one time and I just fell straight
Oh my
into it.
God.
Yeah, my jaw kind of broke.
I think you tried the 5-star frog splash as opposed to the Swanton
No,
bomb.
I went.
No one would attempt the Swanton bomb.
I went on my bed side table, right? So Jeff Hardy does 3 flips. I did 2. So he would land on his back. I landed on my face.
Okay.
Oh no lah, maybe it was 1.5 lah.
Yeah lah, probably 1 lah. Jeff Hardy only does
In
1.
my head was f***ing long lah. In my head.
Jeff Hardy does 1, you probably did 0.
He's just like that.
And then you still managed to land your face. Stupid,
Don't believe lah.
Don't believe. I don't believe.
So England lost the Euro 2020 finals, even though they were bragging that football is coming home. Do you guys know why?
Where football go where?
Football left.
No, do you guys know why it's called football's coming home? Like that's the main phrase that all the England fans were saying.
Because they held the cup for a million years, then they lost it.
No, they win very few cups.
They hosted it very long ago.
It's because it's gonna be so lame now.
Okay, come.
They invented football. So to them, winning it means
You
that.
claim something like that, you kick one ball, I invent football.
No, but they really did lah. Like they invented football, which is why all the rules, right, it's not made by FIFA. It's made by this organization called IFAB, IFAB.
IFAB. Oh my, so unfortunate.
B not P, IFAB.
Me too.
And the organization body, right, of IFAB is all the 4 different countries in the UK. So the English, the Wales, the Scottish.
So
and
the union, like
Northern
UFAB lah.
Ireland.
WeFab is what they call it. Fappers.
Wait, what was this about?
Balls about balls.
About England.
About soccer. Okay.
Italy won basically on penalties. It was 1-1 all the way to the end. England had a few chances, but then England missed 3 penalties.
But I read the news of the Euros, like when they lost, right? Apparently the English fans were damn horrible, yeah.
They were damn horrible even before that because it was held in Wembley. And so non-ticketed fans, right, started just barraging through, barraging through. And it was like, at first news reports say it was just a minority, right? Every single entrance, it was like a swarm of ants just trying to get in. So there were apparently reports of like a mother and 2 kids, right, who bought tickets, who suddenly lost her seats because like hooligans were just coming in and then stealing seats and shit like that.
Wait, like before all the ticketed fans were seated, they barged in, is it?
They were budging in already. It was crazy. The crowd control was terrible. But on the brighter side, David Beckham and Tom Cruise were there. So they shared a fist bump when England scored a goal.
But like there's a photo, there's like footage of that.
Yeah, literally after the goal, then the cameras moved to them and then they like fist bump each other. It was
Maybe
like
they
quite
scripted it.
It's too much wrestling already. So billionaires are trying to race to space. Sir Richard Branson just made it into space yesterday.
But so scary that he went himself though. Yesterday as I watched
Oh my god, astronauts with him, no?
No, but he brought his own ass there. Yeah, like here's a fun fact, Elon Musk never went to space.
Yeah, why?
Right? The director of NASA has never gone to space. Right? So he bring himself there. I thought it was quite sick. Then I was just watching the stream and then I was thinking, wow, if he exposed then you got a national global televised there into space.
That happened one time, right? There was like a school teacher that was part of one of the launches, and then everyone watching on TV, the whole class watching, like, the teacher explodes.
The hell?
Then like that, then cry.
And the hype was insane because she was like gonna be the first female in space and all that stuff.
But this was like back in the day lah.
Yeah.
Like when they're going to the moon.
Space race time, yeah.
Oh shit.
Did you watch the Virgin Galactic one?
No, I didn't. So the YouTube schedule was for 9:30. I turned on 9:40, 9:50, nothing happened. I was like, maybe it's not happening.
Like 11, 12 o'clock. Oh, because bad weather.
So
Like, okay, it's quite cool. I tell you what's cool about it. Have you all missed out? Do you all not know anything about it?
I watched the part where he detached and then he like that. Then that's it.
What's different about this one is that, you know, usually they launch from Earth. Then you create like very noisy and then you always need like a place whereby like 500 kilometers of nothingness because you might burn everybody on your way up, right? This one takes off on a plane. The plane has like, looks like 3 fuselage, like two planes put together. Then the middle, right, it holds another small shuttle.
Right.
So then it takes off like a normal
Passenger
airplane.
plane,
Yeah. Then it goes up to a certain thing and then that thing drops. Then it shoots up. Which is, that part was the accelerating part lah. But yesterday the live stream was damn choppy and damn shit. So like you couldn't really see what's going on. So it looks like watching really bad animation.
So it's like shooting a missile, but the missile inside got people lah.
Then they will tell you that it's facing right at space already, then go up. And then midway through the descent back into Earth, right, it changes out to a winged aircraft again so that it can land on a
Wait, it lands normally? Like
on a runway.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember it was such a big thing when Elon Musk figured out how to land rockets back properly.
To his credit, Elon Musk went up a lot higher. They went up to edge of space.
Yeah, I think the difference is that this one is not going that deep into space.
Yeah, NASA defined where the sky ends and space begins at I think 50,000 miles or 5,000 miles. Sorry. So they just kind of went.
It was like a huge debate.
Okay, you're at space.
Yeah, there was a huge debate because like I think Richard Branson like purposely did it just before Jeff Bezos, right?
That's so
Then they were like, but that's not really space. But when you look at the footage, it's really space lah.
It's really space, but they went up for like all of 12 seconds only. It was quite shag. I was thinking if I paid 250 grand to go there, it'll be quite sian.
Yeah.
Because the whole landing, that whole build up, the take off of that plane, because the plane looks strange as shit. Then after that, you fly in the air for one good 10-20 minutes to get to that required height. So that part quite kanchong. Then the drop off, quite kanchong. Then after, but the announcer not kanchong. The announcer is one like engineer, but chill one, you know, is a lady.
Yeah.
And then like the whole part, which to me was quite exciting because that plane looks strange as shit. The detachment, they're pointing at space, she chill until the part where they reach into space. Then then they start hyping and then she start fangirling and shit, right? But because the cameras and the feed keep breaking, so we only got the Earth cam. You can't really see like anything happening except it just goes. Then because we are relying on the Earth cam, so everything is just blue all the way, just like aircraft that's flying. Then that's where they started freaking out, which was damn lame because we had no internal feed.
Right.
Yeah. Then after they went down already. Like immediately after they got there, they're like,
so it's just like that,
I'ma head back.
And then Khaled was there.
Yeah, that guy. The song was so bad. It felt like
he was on the shuttle.
No,
he performed.
He debuted one song on the day. Then I'm like, first of all, when he said Khalid, I thought DJ Khalid, right? Because I got no culture, right? Then I'm like, who this? First question, there's like 20 people in the audience. And then his song is like planned for if the shuttle explodes into fire, right? That song would have been relevant. If everybody died, he can still play that song. But it was a mission success. You can see his face, he damn sian already Like, because the crowd sucks. I think he just know his song not that great.
No, but that's his style though.
Why, but the musician try and groove with him. The musicians work damn hard,
It's TikTok time!
You're very aligned.
Okay, so this challenge is called Popcorn Duet. Have you guys heard of it? Yeah.
Wait, oh my god, is it singing?
So it's
Okay.
like basically like duet, but then like you have to take turns singing the words. So it's like
Choose an easy song, choose a slow song.
Love story.
I cannot remember any lyrics now.
we all,
No Taylor
like,
Swift.
I'm stressed.
Was
Left
to
my
own.
devices.
He got the other words, he got the easy one.
Okay, we saw.
Why all like 3 syllables?
Romeo, take me
Somewhere
we
can
be
alone.
I'll
Be
waiting.
I'll be waiting. There's left to do is run.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If there's a topic that you want us to talk about, do remember to drop it down in the comments and drop us a like as well. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
And Subway.
Sup lah.